about to only find out now as we go towards Icebox. Taking a quick look at the stats here. Icebox, a pretty comfortable map for South Build, but it's an even better map for Naos here. They've won 83% of their matches. South Build only has 65%. Having said that, both of them are very comfortable on this map. This is going to be a good one. This is definitely going to be one of those matches where both teams are going to be totally happy and comfortable playing on this one. It's more about who's going to outplay who's going to get to play their own game, and who's going to hit their shots.
Gotta say, the more that we play Valorant as Filipinos, the more that I feel like Icebox turns into a comfort pick for everybody. Before it was like Ascent, now for some reason it's Icebox. Yeah. Anyways, holding the high angle here. I thought Jawa's purchased a Sheriff, but I think he just wanted to get a bit safer in terms of utility, wanted to get that Cloudburst just so that maybe he can escape or hold his angle a bit longer there on Jenny. And SBE, they're slowly creeping up. No aggressive up control or anything. They're just going to the ground, and here's the assault. Again, Josh in the back of things, and he does not get cleared out, dashes away. And this is rather unfortunate for now, since they've kind of lost a bit of control in the back of things.
They have taken the backside here, but G is only able to get one. With that classic, Pro's able to respond here. It's a 3v4. Numbers in favor of Aziz and the rest of South Build. They try to make their way onto that site. Pro's able to find another. Aziz backs him up. That's going to be only up to Kakarot here, who's playing up close. The shot onto one, though. Not expect the person from up on top of him, but that's going to be the spike defuse 100%. There's no way he gets close to it even. As South Build take the pistol. They're just looking so much better on these pistol rounds here, that's right.
They really are. They're just the cleaner execute. We can deep dive into anything else, but what you see is what you get. And up until that pistol, as you mentioned it, now's the time to maybe go for weird aggressive force buy that could allow them to get the catch off against SBE here. That being said, though, SBE, they missed no chance into just going straight for the aggressive not Sheriff, excuse me, but Marshall, Spectres, and even the Bulldog for Jock.
Yeah, the Bulldog definitely gonna be useful here in the long angles. Oh, on Icebox, G almost gets spotted out there. Blind spray, Pro. What? G somehow wins the duel. Micro's good for the refrag, coming out right there from mid. But it's now a 4v4 here. Numbers still pretty much dead even. But in this situation, I still favor the defenders, especially after Jock gets away with bloody murder up onto Kevs.
Again, they really can't push this because the crossfire is so deadly, and to kind of add insult to injury, Felipe's like, hell nah, I ain't gonna let you push here on A. What's that, a big thick wall? And even though there's that blade there, that does absolutely nothing to dissuade SBE. They can still hold these angles and comfortably challenge, as now still have to break through all the segments to even give themselves more breathing space.
One enemy remaining.
Job with the triple there.
Down A.
Able to hold on to that site. And pretty much all said and done. Blast is doing some damage. He gets Job. Bulldog removed from the picture. He's chosen a headshot angle, but it's Flippy who lands the headshot onto him. The loss goes down. South Build, they're gonna be taking this round quite confidently, quite cleanly, only losing 2.
Yeah, again, not the strongest of buys for Naos, but look at how Ja and Flippy just hold the angles here. Nothing really left to the imagination. Again, even if you break down that singular segment, you push through, and Josh just that on point. There's nothing really that they can manage there. And oh, Aziz, I like this. He's gonna hear all of that noise, peeks out, maybe gets a pick.
Oh no! Oh, he misses the timing. Difficult shot to hit after all, but in the end, it's still going to be the first pick up for Naos. They do have the first pick of the round, the numbers advantage, as they try for the first time to head here towards B site. Haven't really seen much of it up until now. It's going to be Ja who's going to find G-Licious up on that flank. Now there's a double flank that is coming in. So South Build, rather Naos, they have to start moving quick. They fake the spike flank. It's going to be the fragment to help them be able to plant it. Double shotgun doesn't actually land.
The flank was sniffed out. We're left with Pro and Micro just trying to get closer into the angle. They don't have a wall to stop him. He was not spotted. No, he still wiggles one through. Pro though swings out, could deal more damage. And he does. 4 kills all towards the Naos boys. And they're going to feel that into this next round as they're going to be gasping for purchases. As on the flip side, South Built, they're just getting started. Let's look at this one. Flippy, as well as Ja, come out swinging from the back, but now it's just only have to do is just look right behind him. But this one from Pro, that is so lovely. So good, and thankfully Blur was able to get that one out, because if he didn't, I wonder to see what would have happened if the round prolonged itself. Now, as we start pushing forward here, again, this is a very risky buy on either side. This would dictate about 1 to 2 rounds worth of economy, and both teams are struggling to keep that afloat.
There's Ja. Oh, he gets that shot onto Blur. Easy kill. Falls back, gets healed up. The Reds comes in. And that's going to be another 5v5 still as the round stabilizes here. They forced out the Reds, which is good news. Micro somehow landing that shot. I think he just saw above, but the fragment brings Ja very, very low here. The heal is down for Flippy. It was used a little earlier, so Ja will have to play on lower HP. Fortunately for him, the rest of the members of Naos, they'll be going towards mid instead. They might not expect the player so close. They don't. Pro gets another one from an advanced angle. That's going to signal the rotation here. Mid could be open, but so could B main. Where are they going to go? It's looking like B. In South Built, they only have one player, and that's Aziz.
30 seconds left.
I mean, he can still deal so much damage here, especially with not really a lot of time. There's his trap. He activates himself. And look at how he just obliterates the rest of the defenders. Kevs has already been tagged incredibly low. And the only option here is to move forward and hope to Deer that SBE are not waiting for him to just plant the spike down. He gets picked off, but that's exactly what it is. As South Built Esports clean round after round. And I don't know what Naos can do now at this point just to get into the sites and even get the spike planted down.
How far South Built have come that from the very bottom of the scoreboard, nearly not making it into the playoffs. To here, clawing their way through the lower bracket to get up to the grand finals. What a run. What a run. They should certainly be proud of themselves, excuse me, at the moment, but they still have this one more map to go. And they have to get through the eco round of Naos, which has proved to be deadly before multiple times.
Man. Something's just not clicking right now. Okay, I'm gonna just keep making noises because
spike down, attacker spawn.
You just ate your words, didn't you?
I did, but it's not the end of the.
Yeah, well, you just did it again. Stop talking, Asarai! Just stop it! What are you doing, man? Every time you say something, an eco kill happens.
All right, maybe let's try it again. Let's try it again. Ja is now here, and I'm seeing now.
I'm certain Ja's not gonna get another one.
Okay, there you go. Excellent. Oh, crazy Naos. Good aim. Very, very good aim. 50 HP on Josh. So he's trying to swing out. He could be knocked off his block, and let's get the trade-off regardless. 2 versus 2 to remain. One coming in the front, one in the back. But Delicious wastes no time. He's activated the ultimate, but we've seen what this does to Naos. They've got to be careful because the game of hide and seek has now started.
Yeah, and from within the Viper's pit, doesn't matter what weapon you have as long as you connect. Still key. Trying to spray, they're trying to find it, but they can't. Here comes the wall. Oh, he's still got a vision on it. Flippy, he has got the headshot. He's gonna take the round here for South Built yet again. They hang on in a very scrappy eco round for Naos. But still, South Built pull through, losing 3 members. And however, they do force the Viper's pit. That's gonna be a big weight off of their shoulders coming into further retakes down the line.
For sure it will, but I'm not gonna lie as well. I felt like Naos haven't really utilized their Viper Spit for the longest time, so just using it in those clutch situations I think is better than using it in a round where they actually have purchases. I could be wrong though, but it has felt that way
Here.
ever since yesterday's matches were quite apparent. But that being said and all, it is still a really good ultimate to utilize when you blind your opponents. Oh, Aziz not quick enough to actually get the flick, but he spots it out. Now an ultimate is being used somewhere. That's Pro's Hunter's Fury as he flushes back the rest of the Naos squad. And now it's retreating to go straight for A. If they do this quickly enough, they might be able to get into the site, which they are trying to do so. But this wall turns into such a big deficit that's not even gonna phase Micro at all because he's all the way down his feet. And it's all Ja right here to the side, but Kakarot opens it up beautifully. And maybe this is the time for Naos to actually get a spike line without anything else deterring them.
Looking like it, as they get a 5-man post blind. It's looking quite good for Naos here. They could secure their second round off the back of this. The null command came in perfectly, but Flippy is able to level the numbers. Brought down to a 4v4. Blurred responds to the headshot. 3 players still up for South Build. The time is starting to dwindle. You're gonna have to make a move, and you're gonna have to do it soon. After that kill, Michael was brought back. Reds comes through. Blurred found 3. He finds another. And Kevs finds the final kill with 100's Fury to bail his teammate out. And that's another round here. Now let's finally find a second.
All with the helms, or all at the heels of Kakarot just charging right in and getting those frogs or frags. Sorry, I don't know if Kakarot's like frogs, but you know, it's fine.
I like frogs. Frogs are cool.
Last player standing.
Yeah, exactly. I like frogs too, but ooh, that last kill from Kevs was kind of nutty. That was his timing. His oldest. I've totally forgotten the saying. Anyways, it's his oldest time. Blurred. He hears it. Okay, so the TP's out on B main. And he just goes straight for it, by the way.
Were you about to say Taylor's oldest timing?
There we go, yeah. That was oldest time I know.
Yeah, okay. Got there in the end. And B-side once more. Now haven't found much success on the B-side. Let's see how they're going to handle it this time. The flank play is what knocked them out last time, but as is gonna get one. And Ja, what an absolute disgusting shot onto G.
He just looked at him, by the way, and it still
One
does.
enemy remaining.
Oh, that's what you call the stare down.
Ja, with a triple right there, just insane. He's taking a minute to just think, did I really just do that? And yes, Ja, you just did. That's nutty. That is so nutty from Ja.
Flawless.
How is he allowed to do that? I just felt the communication just start to deteriorate for Naos in that round. Nobody called the flank play, I'm not sure, because nobody was looking for him.
And everything that SBE are wanting to do is working. And to hold your point with Ja, you know, with the famous shoe brand, he just do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think he likes jazz music?
Maybe.
Jamaican patties?
You know, that's Jamaican me crazy.
Oh my god. Okay, well, Blurred, let's see if he can actually go crazy in this one. He's got the Blade Storm in his hands. Try to be going onto that A site. The executes of now just have not been successful. This is normally not their playstyle. But they do find Ja with a shot from Blast, getting him through the wall right there. It's brought to a 4v5. No chance for a res right now. Flippy's too far away from those from the ultimate right now. Doesn't have the orbs.
Micro is like, where do I look? Has he crossed yet? Did I miss my timing or something? And he's very much aware that maybe they're gonna be coming into the B main, but the throw in that KO blade might dissuade the rest. Blur does spot out 2, but does he know that there's one lurking close to their corner, which is Flippy? They do not. Oh, that's big. The res to come through, but Blur still has no angle to punish Flippy here. Unfortunately, they just get bombarded through the walls. And now it's only Kevs and Blur to remain. They picked up a couple of weapons. Time is of the essence. They've also picked up the spike, which is good. So maybe they can run all the way through B. Might have still have time with Fuzz 25, but now they gotta commit. Now they gotta force the fight, but their crossfire
One
from
enemy
SBE
remaining.
might just be too overwhelming and maybe give Flippy the ace. Micro, well, secures it, but SBE still take the round in the end.
Oh, SBE with another great hold. Flippy this time is the one to do it. He's one away from his full charge now after that insane 4 kill. Good hold from the side of South Build, and their defensive line is holding so strongly. Naos just have no answers. This is very much unlike how Naos play. They're going for those set executes right off the bat. This is not normally what we like to see from Naos, because normally what Naos is so good at is slowly dividing up the map and taking map control and inching their way forward and then maybe exploding onto the side. But we're not seeing any of that. We're seeing them peek out and get caught time and time again and throw out Hail Mary executes.
Not really what you want to see for them. Delicious, able to sneak by, only for a fraction as Micro, well, he re-challenges the angle, and now they know Naos is very much condensed into this one corner. I don't know what's happening. As I mentioned, they do like to take those longer fights, and did they even take any damage? It's just Micro, not even Ja, who is looking dead straight into Blurred's eyes. I don't know what's happening here, but it's all coming to the favor of SBE, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news for Naos fans. Mathematically speaking, they only need 6 more rounds, and they win this championship.
I think South Build are very close to doing it. They are, sure, it's only 7-2, but it's round 10. They've secured an advantage on halftime. Things are looking amazing for South Build off the back of the amazing efforts of Ja. Flippy as well on that one defense. Now South Build have everything they need. Flippy's one away from the res. Micro's utilized his Viper spit towards B, forcing Naos to go towards A. Shot comes wide from Ja. Doesn't land the mark, but it's going to be enough information given. They have decided to move him towards that A site.
Poison orb emitting.
Wow. That drone just got all the information. You know why? They spotted out Je. Micro did not hear anything pushing out on B main. And look at where SBE are setting their sights on. Just on mid and A main for the majority of their forces. You're going to see the execute once again. But I also have to mention, has Blurred ever actually fought for like top of 410? It feels like he just wants to go down below in the ground. But, you know, Jet got to fly high.
Here.
It doesn't seem to be a possibility. As he's here, so close on the swing, and nobody looking on top rafters as Pro is holding their attention down there onto Maze. He's stuck in the corner. Aziz comes in. What a flick from Aziz. And now it's Evs once again to go for the clutch. He's a great player. Amazing clutcherist, but this time it gets denied as soon as he just peeks out. Unfortunate.
It's just not looking like Naos' game. They're coming into this so cold. I want to see a timeout. I need to see now. Naos, they're just not getting anything. They're doing the same executes. They're going for the same kind of plays, hoping that the result will be different. But as we know, that's insanity. And members of South Build, they've seen these plays. They've seen these executes all too many times. Nothing really too special in dying embers of this tournament. Naos have just ground to a halt.
As I mentioned, again, Blur just does not want to fight for high ground. And that's like the beauty of Icebox for Jet players. You have so many options because you can fly high. Unfortunately, in that regard, that is not going to be the case for a while now, but this aggressive push towards Orange gives a bit more leeway for the Naos players. Jet just about to hit a shot on Ja there.
Oh my god.
This Jijo encounter. We'll see how this goes. Aziz, 3 versus 1.
That's going to be the shock dart. It doesn't land here. As is, he's going to be flanked in a second now. But, oh, he does get away with a teleport. I think he does manage to reposition it. I'm guessing as to where he is going to get shot from the back, and that's going to be the 3rd round for Naos. It's a thrifty win, sure, but at this point, the money doesn't matter anymore. It's all about the rounds. Last round is the next one. And if South Build take this, it's going to be another 9-3. How many 9-3s have we seen in this series alone?
Well, more than I can count. And I can only count to like 1. So.
Last player standing.
Oh, that's...
What's after 1?
Aziz.
remaining.
1-1.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. And then after 1-1, it's 1-1-1.
Exactly. And then 1-1-1-1. You know, it's like binary code without the 0.
Right.
Exactly.
Here.
Oh, like a big success right now.
Oh,
they're
he can
going-
dash.
Was it a fake? Maybe I didn't see it, but the double operator now coming into play here for Southfield. And they're
Spike
holding it
down
nicely. Up until Kakarot and G, they get a pick each. That's the Viper spit deployed. Hoping that they'll have a different result this time. Azus finds another one. They're going to swap. No, they're not going to swap weapons. Pardon me. They do drop. They do die. It's Micro, excuse me, and Flippy. Double
One
swing out.
enemy
Oh, the
standing.
adjustment from Micro. I thought G actually had it. He could have had the flick on, but just wasn't
Switching sides.
there. It's another 9-3 halftime. Southfield are so close to winning the Grand Championship.
You almost got the site itself, and again, it's the change up on how they just go through the zip line and use that high ground. There's so many angles that when you're on ground level in A, defenders can just like go around corners and be diverted. Right, when you get 410, you have that verticality just to shoot people on angles where, again, you can hit shots where primarily when you're on the ground, it does not work. That being said, though, Naos, they can hope for the curse to hit SBE here, to uplift it, but that's banking too much on faith, if ever. Now, look at this double push on mid. Doesn't get any information, but it is crucial. Because they will spot out the trap. They will be able to maybe make SBE second guess or prematurely force them to push onto the B side. We already have Kevs holding the cross here, but I don't think he knows this. He might be spotted out already, and he is getting tagged down. Thankfully, the smokes do keep him safe, but here is SBE taking the B side for the moment.
They can't plant it just yet. I'm a little bit fearful of the shock darts. And so now they will be able to get that spike planted. It's a decent chance here for the side of Naos, especially given that the man advantage is in their favor. Low HP onto the member of South build as well. I think there is a heal available for now. So you're gonna get onto that spike. They tap it. It's gonna force them out. Snake bites do come in. Kakarot gets one. Blurred follows up.
One enemy
6
remaining.
HP on Blurred here, but he still finds another one. The last player is Flippy. He's got no chance in hell here. He even gets taken down through the wall. As Blurred finds a triple kill, and Naos, they hold on with the pistol round win.
That gives them, as we keep mentioning, breathing room. That was a really huge retake for them because, again, it does stop the bleeding as it were. The 10-3 looking inevitable, but these picks, these lineups from Kevs really help them out. So maybe the second wind will come. Oh, okay. Maybe a technical pause to give teams a bit of time to just, think things through.
Well, speaking about time to think about things, let's take a look at the current situation that we have here. It's South built. They've got 5 rounds ahead of Naos. Potentially 4 after this equal round that they're going to be going through. That's still a lot. That's still a lot of time for Naos to catch up, considering they're only at 9. Comebacks are very much possible, especially on very swingy maps like Icebox. We've said this. How many times have we seen insane comebacks on Icebox? Ascent, maps like Ascent, the smaller, tighter maps, it's not so much. But on a map like Icebox, where pretty much a lot of anything can happen, it's very, very likely. Not likely, but very possible that these comebacks could transpire.
Well, transpire to inspire, as Naos definitely needs the wind beneath their wings to lift them up above.
That's our parents' generation. That's not ours. Okay, I do not claim the Betty Midler wind beneath our wings. I do not claim that. That is probably my mother's favorite song.
Well, I mean, it just went into my head because now it's got those
you're
wings. Yeah, that too. I was born in the 80s.
Oh, that explains a lot. That explains all the dad jokes.
Yeah, Sure enough, right?
Well, it's technical pause time. I'm hoping this doesn't take long because Asarai, you and I have been quite fortunate with the technical pauses. We haven't been getting ridiculously long ones.
Oh yeah,
It's not like Black and Blue yesterday where they had to talk for like 30 minutes.
yeah. Or like the other. I don't know if you also did the thing with the other day. It was only supposedly 2 series, right? Who was? I think it was you and me that casted the first series, and then Black and Blue and Dax casted the second series.
I think so.
Yeah, and then they started what, like 1 p.m. and it seemingly ended to like 9. Oh my
Yeah, I was
goodness,
there.
man.
I was there.
Oh yeah,
I was on panel for that whole thing. That physically hurt.
Yeah, I was just like, because I was pretty tired at that point. I took like a quick nap because my shift was over. So like when I came back, I was like, what the heck is happening? It's like 9 p.m. or
Fairly hang out and sit.
if it's after merienda, dinner,
Is it out?
Yeah. Yes.
Valorant.
Oh, and I think my older and how. Yeah. Cool.
Let's take a bit.
Pika. Yeah, that's totally buff Pikachu. When your Pikachu doesn't evolve to like level 100, that's how he sounds like.
Nice shot that did come in right there. Pro is able to find one.
Does
but
he know?
Can we get rid of the technical pause? Nice.
Oh, they don't know. Yeah.
What's happening?
Be faster.
Is this an actual round?
I believe so. And somehow, some way, the lapse of judgment has allowed SBE to march forward on mid. Thankfully, there's not really good enough weapons on SBE for this to matter too long, but that was, I'd say that's a close call. They might have dropped closer to the players of SBE where they could pick up the rifles, and that might have been a much worse conundrum than what was already there.
Recovery.
All right.
One enemy remaining.
It's all good. I got you. It seems like Naos got themselves each other as they react just in the nick of things. It happens, guys. You know, these kind of things do tend to surface from time to time. So if it does, how closely or how well can you react to it is the name of the game. If you don't panic, if you adjust accordingly, that's when it still matters. And Naos, at least they were able to retaliate just in the nick of things. Jet spots out the brunt of the forces, backs away, sets up his utility. Only has 1 snake bite to delay, but it's enough from the looks of things. Josh is like so close to him. We'll see how this goes. He might be able to go through the smoke and then some. This lineup, Flippy is down, but the spike does go and get planted. Destroyed.
Toxins going up.
Last player standing.
That's the Naos. That's the Naos that we love to see. The shenanigans that make sense. I think that surmises the Naos playstyle there, Elu. Hey man, pros don't fake. Oh my goodness. Lovely, lovely stuff from Naos there. That was beautiful. We should see a replay of that one. That was fantastic. But
Get out of my way.
Muted for that. But
oh no.
That's
Okay.
insane. How have they been allowed? How have they been allowed to do that? Just walk up on site and straight up defuse. I have no idea how they're allowed to do this. But now they're just looking so much better. Only 3 rounds away now. This was a 9-3 at the half. They found 3 rounds in a row. Now it's doing the same thing they did, making these comebacks possible. And now they're looking to hold on to this A side here with Blurred up on this operator who's already gotten the first kill. Now up from above, not Blast is actually just playing this close angle here around 410. You spot him out. going to be leading to his demise. 4v4 now. The operator shot does not connect. It's Jot yet again, who does come through and does take an entry with the Blade Storm. The shot card comes in.
Blocking sight.
Doesn't land the second one here. Could have been the demise of Pro, but he manages to stay alive here. Flippy does get another one. Kakarot and G-Licious in a 2v4.
One enemy remaining.
They're gonna find G-Licious now. It's all up to Kakarot. Could be okay to save, honestly, at this point. It's a 1v4. I don't see him getting this.
I think they still have money from the plethora of rounds they've already picked up. But as Kakarot tries to push for a different location, different angle, SBE don't even give him that courtesy as he just charges right forward and get the pick off to secure the round. We'll see the replay as to how they actually got through with this one. And it's all in the heels of how Jot charges right in. He loves to go for these fights, and he's feeling it right now. There it is. Kakarot thought that he would have been a bit cheekier, a bit sneakier, but this hulking robot gets spotted by the rest of the SBE roster. And I stand corrected, they do not have cash anymore.
There's got to be an eco here, a South build. They could get to 11. They already have double digits. The Blurred finds one. Does significant damage onto Micro as well. The Blade Storm has just been so potent for whoever has been wielding it. And it's looking like it's not going to be an exception here in this round, as the first kill does go. Oh my god, I thought he was going to get it. Blurred, missing the blades this time. Micro does prevail in this one with 50 HP. It does remain. They're going to group up their forces. They're going to head towards A.
Blast is alone. He's even going to risk the one shot if he loses his life there. Well, he does, but doesn't connect it. Well, he does keep himself still here, so that's going to help at least a pinch. The one big factor is how good Jalicious can maybe hit a shot here against Jot that was holding the fort. And somehow, some way, Elu, the numbers actually favoring Naos now. The question now lies, how well can they actually spot out the members? Pro gets spotted first. Kakarot actually comes out for the swing. I love that jump. Really gets the catch against opponents. And somehow, again, some way, now sneak one in with the thrifty round. SBE lost all consideration in that one.
Again, this is just uncanny. Naos are just pulling out rounds they have just no business winning. And Southville kind of let that one slip through their grasp yet again. It has been the pistols that have truly been working for Naos. At some point, you just start thinking, maybe they should just stick to these pistols. It has been working out, because it does come with a little bit of the territory. Play a little bit more aggressive to take more risks when you only have pistols in your hands. And that just might be the key to the success here of Naos, when they do play a little bit more aggressive, when they do take a little more of those risks.
We haven't seen a lot of that in the last map. You know, if you think about it, Ascent was... It felt more again that Naos was waiting and hoping that they can catch SBE. But again, the proactiveness of SBE is where Naos needs to kind of challenge that. As you mentioned, they gotta go aggressive in these fights. But also they gotta quell from time to time, because SBE are masters, are kind of shifting tempo and pace and everything of that. With that being said, there's a broccoli cloud that is formed on the A side, if you can see your mini-map there. So at least we know that the Viper Spit has been used, but this is a ghosting for SBE to pinch on other locations of the map. Good tag though on Ja though.
That's a great shock dart. It brings him super low. He's going to call for the heal from Flippy there.
Out of charges.
He should be able to get him back to a fairly decent amount of HP. The recon bolt will nearly cost him his life, actually, as he tries to swing up and take that. But Kevs knows that there could be players here inside kitchen. Something's cooking up in here. But is it the rock?
I do not want to cook a rock, because that'll be difficult to season and everything, you know? So
30 seconds left.
You could use hot rocks, though, to cook stuff.
yeah, but have you eaten rock before?
No, it's not on my regular diet, but Ja, he does find Kevs. And that's going to be the 4v5. Towards A they go. They split it up. They divide it. They want to go from the side instead of through the middle.
Wow.
They avoid.
10 seconds
But
left.
still, somehow, G and Kakarot, they're making this hold possible.
Spike planted.
They're going to get that plan off. They see where it is, but G here, he's going to go from up on above. Sees the foot.
You want to play?
Enough to get
Let's
him to
play.
kill. Brought to a 2v2 right here as he resets the timer. on the Viper's pit. Now Blast is going to be trying to work his way from within. It's a great, that's a brilliant toxic screen that forces Flippy and Aziz to get a little bit closer, especially with the Torch Force. Oh, that's going to be the ice wall as well, making things a little bit more difficult for the attacking side. Southfield, they're taking losses, and Blast and G-Licious play it so patiently, so diligently. That nets them another round here up against Southfield.
Gotta say, after that beautiful retake from the two members of Naos, you gotta give Kakarot a lot of props as well as to how he was just able to hold on to the site there from Raptors. He just took, what, 15, 20 seconds worth of time for SBE before they start pushing in. They were able to, what was it? Throw out a molly, get the kill on Ja, who was charging right behind him, and it still works. Now, what I was kind of curious about here was, is the Viper Spit actually going to be a detriment to Naos, because it turned from a good defensive ultimate on A to them not seeing where the spike was planted initially. But thankfully, as you mentioned it, because they did have that wall from Delicious and the follow-up Sage wall from Blast, they were able to use that to kind of push SBE to try to challenge. And they were wondering maybe Raptors could be a danger spot, but it didn't. And what is this again? Kevs!
Oh dear.
Stab him already.
Stab
you
him.
gotta stab him.
Embarrassing.
Okay.
Well, that's the
Yeah,
first
that's the
time.
second time.
But that's not just
yeah.
the second time that they've snuck up through there, but it is the first time we're seeing the knife, and that's one way to tell him to stop
True.
doing that. Totally funny. Now, it's going to be another kill. G-Licious goes down, the res comes through. Southfield, they managed to make this a 3v5. They're recovering rifles, and they've gotten another kill. Naos have completely dropped the ball on this round after leaving a massive gap in their defense towards the
One
mid.
enemy remaining.
Gets exploited, and Ja on a warpath with a triple kill already. Blur's gotta save this one.
Yeah. Maybe a good kill to start it first so that, excuse me, SBE just run away for the meantime, but for sure they have to. How does SBE keep pushing up on mid and just getting the timing every single time? There's like that 5 to 7 seconds worth of lull that Kevs doesn't keep mid, and then when he starts to what's the word here, backs away so that he can drone safely, that's when he gets screwed over. Now Blurred is getting hounded down. They know it is stuck on yellow,
Thrifty.
and it's all up to him to try to save this weapon in hand. No more dash. That is gonna be that. They dropped the sniper, and now it's back to the drawing board once again. Their economy shot to heck, and they might need to actually force the buy here if they don't want to go and maybe hope for overtime.
It's gonna be a tough one. One of those tough decisions. Do you risk playing for overtime?
One enemy
Do you
remaining.
go ahead and make
Not have his blades, unfortunately, so this buy might be turning into a force. They still do get the one rifle on Kakarot, so maybe that's something.
well, the one bulldog they have in their arsenal? Could it be what it takes for them to win this one? I sincerely doubt it. The Hunter's Fury, they really want to punish this kill. They want to chase Blast out. They do that. But with the classic in hand, we're just going to get absolutely destroyed here. Kakarot will find one. It is enough right here. I thought he would have been taken down. He didn't have the angle, but Kakarot wins anyway. Kakarot finds 3. That one bulldog might just be the key here. He's found 4. Looking for the ace. He's suppressed. He finally goes down. Oh no! But Kevs takes him out. A little bit of a misplay there with a shock dart. So now Kevs has to earn it back for his team. He makes no. He loses it, and that was a big opportunity lost for Naos. And that's the ROG clutch here, brought to you by the Republic of Gamers.
Kakarot was going Super Saiyan already, and the friendly fire from Kevs botches the situation for Naos here. Let's take a check on that one. Smelling blood in the water already for this last round for sure. There it is. Kakarot was hovering over heaven. Gets even the shutdown onto the planter. And then Kevs just shock darts him. I mean, Kakarot could still see because he was still active with that null command, but the big issue there was it wasn't a 2v1 anymore. It's a 1-on-1 where Kevs is, if you saw the scoreboard there underperforming in this Icebox map.
Kevs has played amazingly this entire series.
Welcome to
But in
my
that
world.
one moment, in this one map, he just does not show up. Gotta be a little bit heartbreaking. Let's see how this plays out. Could be the final map here. South Bill, they've got the numbers, they've taken the site. They have the Viper spin on lock, they have the spike taken away. Naos, they don't really have a lot of time to go on this, so they have to start deciding now, but the flank is coming in from Aziz. He's going in from this long, patient flank here. Should not take too much time though, but Micro buys a little time for him as the blast will go down. Sees the barrel of the gun, somehow Kevin wins it, and it's gonna be Blurred to follow up with another kill here.
One
Flippy has
enemy
found
remaining.
another 2v3 right here, and this could be Southfield taking it, but it's a 1v2 up the counter
Time.
again, and he can't do it. It's Flippy to
Attackers
take the
win.
game, and Southfield are the champions here in the Philippines.
I just can't believe it. Southfield, these rounds are amazing. That's just how you can describe it. Look at how just calm they are. Feels like they knew that it was going to be coming from group stage South Build to a playoff South Build to a championship performance level South Build. What an